Hey, how's it going? Hello, people, and welcome back to today's episode of Stories Untold, or Untold Stories. I call it Untold Stories. But we're going to be playing the last session, and then next time we're going to be playing The House Abandoned. So, let's go.
I think that's enough of that for now. You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Wait, I was watching this show the whole time?
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Dude, what?
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind, it's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it. In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
We're playing this again?
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. Type in the numbers.
So this is a report of a traffic accident that I was apparently in.
This is 20.
Arrived on the scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision.
You gotta see
We, what does that say?
this. This is 20F.
Mr. Aft,
12.
is that Afton?
86. 23.
Mr.
04.
I think that's
Type in the numbers,
Alton,
James.
found lying
You
down
gotta see this.
in
This
his
is 20F.
vehicle, or outside his
12,
vehicle with head injuries. An
98,
ambulance was immediately
36,
called.
23.
His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical
Type in the
condition.
numbers, James.
From wounds sustained in the collision, the driver of the
This is
blue
20F.
sedan, Mr. Hennings,
12,
was found dead on
19,
arrival. It was
86,
noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver
Type in the
and an
numbers,
empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat.
You gotta see this.
Mr. Alton, I think it's Alton,
20F.
Was questioned
12,
on scene. He
19,
described an oncoming
86,
blue sedan being
23,
clearly out of control,
04.
which he swerved to avoid. Mr.
Type in the
Alton
numbers, James.
passenger was his sister.
Gotta see
The
this.
driver of the blue sedan is an
This
ex-police
is
force of
20F.
20 years. Next is out of control. There we go. Those are the things that were like highlighted.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
It's not like him, at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband, he was fine.
The door slams shut,
It's
plunging
him.
you into darkness.
This
A light
Asian
flickers
guy.
on.
He's got something to hide.
Oh. This doesn't make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Wait, wasn't I just here? You tense up. Someone else is here.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him, while Hennings died next to him. What the was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
You grab the keys from the table. The way heavy in your hand. Let's go. I think it's this way. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence behind you. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. No one's here, bro. Bro, this is creeping me out. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Clear. No reaction
There we
from
go.
first stage. Let's try higher.
Higher?
200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
Oh, it's ready.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
There we go.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
You're drilling into my head. Can you be quiet? Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends and Mom and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to the hallway. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go upstairs. As much as you'd love to leave, you promise you stay downstairs with the party. Go to the living room. Back into the living room. I can go to the hallway, the utility room, or Jen. Let's go to Jen first. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Look. Pour. Drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There is never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has her question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Let's go to the utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor rack, a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon round it, and a card. Look at the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're proud. We are so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. Oh. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you, about you. There must be hundreds, no, thousands of pounds worth of drinks in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. You stumble out of the utility room, back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swing and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Drink whiskey. You take a little swig from the crazy expensive whiskey. Very classy. Just go to the hallway. You back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Help. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. I'm sorry. Go to the kitchen. Go to the living room. Go to the stairs. Drink whiskey.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You're standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or in the living room. Oh, yes, we gotta do this. Keys in hand, you head back into the hallway. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in any fit state to drive. I've been drinking all night. You can handle it, though. You know the roads like the back of your hand, don't you? Yeah, when I'm not drunk. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the keys sit at the front of the house. Oh, the car, not the key. Go to the car. The car is freezing as you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Use brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Why am I like broken, bro? You put the car in gear and pull over to the road and you're driving. Drive. I am driving? Very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arm in the air. Arm to the left. It's left, of course. It's turn. The turn. You turn the car left. It's a junction. Confident. Right now. Loosen up and put your foot on the pedal. Accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits in her chair, clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down or use brakes. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James.
Jen
Pull
is hitting your
over.
arm and yelling at you. Crazy, sister. Strange. This is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Use. Go around. You try to react, but your body instant responding. There's nothing you can do to this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car.
James, for
The outside
sake, pull
joins the
over.
inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill in your car. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Go. Help Jen. You can't do anything for her right now. You need to help yourself now. What if I just drink the whiskey? You can't let the police find you with this. Then drink it. Go. Use seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Use car door. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. The blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching it at a distance. Hold on, I need to read the note. Read the note. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not." Hide? Hide whiskey. Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it, and will link it to you. Okay, fine. Plant the whiskey. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their screams, of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the whiskey. Wait, there are circles of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash light in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look at the figure. Oh no! You can't read the note. It's covered in blood. Oh my gosh. Look at the figure. The silhouette is a police officer, and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Go to the figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating light around you gets dimmer and dimmer, while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
Always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is even ever with him. All of your episodes are recorded to tape.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand? This episode you're having must come to an end. Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's great. That was awesome. we did it. We completed it. I just gotta play the first one for y'all, and then you'll know the whole story. Well, if you enjoyed today's episode of Stories Untold, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, anything. And as always, love y'all. God bless. Peace out.